For 20 years, our house has experienced a lot.
He's back! Are you kidding me?
Triumph, defeat, heartbreak, euphoria. It's been home to legends, and legends in the making. We've watched homegrown kids grow up here and welcomed friends who became family.
The ballpark is in a frenzy!
Like our fans, this place has developed a reputation. And that's just the way we like it. In a city bursting at the seams with history, our house has had its fair share.
Howling drive, way out of here!
Grand slam, Victorino! And the Philadelphia Phillies are going to the World Series!
But it's not time to harp on history.
It's time to make more history.
He's gonna just watch it go!
Our team story is not done. It's barely been written.
Something's brewing with this team, John.
We're here for the long haul and the long ball.
That one is gonna be long gone!
It's been a fun 2 decades,
Son of a gun, I love this place.
but this is the only looking back we're doing
With a rainmaker!
because we're tired of knocking on the door. It's time to kick it down.
I mean,
All
how do you
That
not start
is-
off a show like that, man?
That is incredible. Thank
Run
you,
through
Dustin.
a brick wall. Thank you, Dustin, for that opening.
That
Good
got me.
Lord.
That's a pregame speech.
I know if there was ever a time that like I was like, man, like I'm kind of tired, like I'm just gonna watch that video.
Yeah, that'll wake you right up.
Exactly.
So you want to tell them the news?
We're back. Is that the news?
We are back.
We are back.
Just a different sort of setting.
Different sort of setting. This is our first official show under the Tired Sports Network. We are the first show to join the Tired Sports Network, which is pretty cool. Very excited for 1 to be back, 2 for this opportunity, and 3 just to see your face again, Scott. You know,
Seen your face a little too much over the last couple of days.
whatever. All right, you know, is this what we're starting with? Do I need to cut you off? I got the power here.
Nah, I mean, we're gonna start off obviously with the best running back on the planet.
I mean, thank you, New York Giants. How do you? I mean, good Lord. What you know what the best part is at least once a day that Hard Knocks clip of them saying they're probably gonna they're gonna let Saquan walk, and then when the coach or the GM talking,
The owner,
well, no, the GM and then the owner walking out.
the owner was like, "I'm gonna have a tough time if he goes to Philadelphia."
Yeah, and then it's
But
just
what
all that.
happens?
It's just like,
And then
Yeah.
they go and release Daniel Jones.
I mean, I've said this so much. What the hell are you thinking, New York Giants overall? And I just realized I spelled Saquon wrong in the title, so that's completely my bad. I was just like flying by the seat of my pants, and I was like, and I just noticed it, and it's like right up top.
Ah, it's good because he was flying by the seat of his pants as well. So
Right. They should have just named it. I should have named it Saquat.
now,
Dude has 26 carries, 255 yards, and 2 TDs. Breaks the all-time Eagles single game rushing record by like almost 40 yards. I think it was 217 by Shady.
yeah, in that snow game.
Yeah, which we were at.
Yeah, we were
in the parking lot.
Whew.
I will never forget that. And I know we talk about it all the time. Like when we like when they brought up the game that it just snowed at the Pittsburgh. No.
The Cleveland
Pittsburgh game, and they're like talking show the snow, and I was like, "Yo, I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You have no idea."
We were in like what 2.5 feet.
Yes.
Yeah,
First,
and that was out of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, hold on one sec. So, gotta say, hello, mother.
What's up, mom?
Hello, Mrs.
Hey, what's
Bippo.
up, other mom? Oh yeah,
Derek,
let's go, Derek.
What's up, man? Thanks for hanging out. And Joey, thank you very much. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for hanging out. Yeah, when we went to that Snow Bowl, it was so funny because we got there probably at like 7 a.m. to tailgate.
It wasn't snowing at all.
It was nothing. It didn't even look like it was going to snow. And then they were like, yeah, there's going to be snow coming through. We were like, all right, whatever. So we went and hid in our tent. Yeah, that's right. Pretty much nothing. And then we're hiding in our tent because it was freezing. And then all of a sudden, like, we come out, we're like, how long were we in there that there was this much snow? We were in there for like 2 hours, and it was out of nowhere, dude. It was absolutely insane.
I just remember the picture that you posted of me on Facebook, and my mom was like, "Is that Scott?" I was in like regular Jordan shoes.
Which, yeah.
Oh, Donna.
Hey, Donna, how are you?
I was in like Jordan shoes. I was just in a hoodie. Like, we weren't thinking it was going to snow that bad.
Yeah. You were not dressed for cold weather as it was in winter at 7 a.m, let alone a blizzard that came in. I don't know what the hell you were thinking. Anyway, so Sunday Night Football, Eagles. It was interesting in the beginning, but it was end of the first quarter. Yeah, it just they came through big time, and I mean, on a sadder note, is that Brandon Graham is done for the year. Tore his tricep. It really sucks, man, because you could just tell, like, just everything that
it seemed like he was so defeated.
Yeah, I guess defeated, yes, but like at the same time, like he did what he always done in his 14 years here. 15, like held his head high. I mean, came right back on, 94 to talk about it. And I was saying this to my mom earlier. Yeah, I was saying it to my mom earlier. Like, obviously, he was trying to hold back tears and all because I think we all thought this was going to be his last year.
I don't think it is now.
Now I don't think it is.
I mean,
but again, like it's just, is this going to be the same thing that we went through with Cox and all? It's just like, do we bring him back for another year? But Brandon Graham was having a good year.
He had a really good quarter.
Right, dude. He was on a tear. Yeah, and like that. I don't know if he leveled Stafford.
Did you see that he was the highest level graded Eagle? That night. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is incredible because I think he's 35.
He is 36.
Okay, yeah. So who knows? Maybe he comes back next year. I mean, granted, hopefully he doesn't have to if they win the Super Bowl.
True. I mean, he only had 3.5 sacks so far this year, but I mean, it's at 36 years old, like he was still getting to the quarterback, he still was coming through. He really was. I mean, 36 years old. What are you supposed to ask for? He was playing a decent amount of snaps too.
Yeah, he's playing like 20, 22 snaps a game.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, he'll be 37 by the time the season starts. So
we'll see what happens.
You paying that? You paying him?
Maybe.
I mean,
I'm paying him for 1 year.
I mean, right now his cap hit is we'll say 8.2 million. So,
okay,
I don't know.
No, I'm sure Howie will work something out.
Yeah, Howie will do what he usually does. He'll sign him for, league minimum.
$550,000.
It'll be $6 million like bonus or something.
For the bonus, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, that sucked. And I couldn't help but when I was talking to my mom about it, because I was talking to her, I was like, "Did you listen to it?" She said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah." And Joe to camera couldn't help himself. Had to interrupt him while he's you couldn't just let Brandon Graham talk.
Dude, don't even get me started.
The best part was
he just has to put his mouth in there.
Right. Like Brandon Graham's line, and I know exactly where it was, is he goes, I'm not he's like, I know I didn't let anyone down. And then he starts talking again, and he goes, Brandon, I gotta interrupt you real quick. I want to let you know you didn't let anyone down. And I'm like, he just said that. He said he knows he didn't let anyone down. Would you please stop talking for
Just shut
5
up.
days? Like, not even minutes, hours. Go away. Go in your bathtub and disappear. Please, for the love of God. Anyway.
Yeah, it's just...
And my mom with the line of the night was, she was like, I don't even want to see his face. Like,
Show the
seeing his
camera.
face made it. Yeah, she's like, seeing his face made it worse.
I gotta be honest, the hat on the head just makes me want to smack him.
And him coming dressed in Phillies complete head to toe. I'm like, dude, I blame him for every Phillies loss ever. I blame him for us being the first MLB team ever to reach 10,000 losses. It's him. Speaking of Phillies, we can die. And I just want to put it out there to anybody and everybody out there is, I know that we said that we are Phillies, but we will talk all teams. Yes, we are based out of, the Philadelphia area, but we will talk anything. So this is kind of related to that, is with the Phillies rumors and MLB in general. At work like always, but I wasn't missing this. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it very
Thanks,
much.
Don.
Thank you. Is the fact that the rumor mill is starting to
it's turning.
It's turning, and it's getting more and more ridiculous every hour. Just the stuff that's coming out. And we'll
don't post it. Don't.
I am. We have to because this is the slop that comes up of people.
This is from MLB Network, guys.
I know.
Like, this is crazy. This is crazy.
The blockbuster trade idea for Black Friday is the Phillies acquire Nolan Arenado. Right there, I was like, no. Cancel.
Exactly.
Done.
No.
We get Ryan Helsley, and I'm like, okay. Emerson Hancock and cash considerations. And I'm like, yeah, you better offset Nolan Arenado's contract if that's what's going to happen. And it better be equal to what we're probably going to have to eat to trade Taijuan Walker. Like, the Cardinals get our number 3 and number 6 prospect, Seattle's number 3, and then Alec Boehm goes to the Mariners. And I'm like, so wait a minute. We lose Alec Boehm, our top 2 of our top 10 prospects. Seattle loses a prospect, but we get an aging third baseman
and
Ryan Helsley and money. Yes, we get a check for $15. And I'm like, no, absolutely not.
I would never do this in a million years. And I love Nolan Arenado to death. Think he's a great player. But when he came out publicly and said, I want to switch to first base, like, MLB Network should have just did their homework.
Yeah. And I love Nolan Arenado, Colorado Rockies, Nolan Arenado.
Yeah. Just not this one.
And I'm just like, no, not happening. I don't want that trade at all. And then let me see if I can find the other one that I found. Whoops, there it is. This is on Twitter. So I don't know if you can see it clearly.
I didn't see this one.
So this one,
this
is the main one. It's
I like this one. That's not a lot.
It's the Phillies, and Phillies would be Alec Boehm and Justin Crawford in exchange for Garrett Crochet. Here's my thing. I would take Garrett Crochet. Yes. My issue with it is the fact that I don't know if, like, the White Sox are saying they're worried about Boehm's second half. And at the same time, they're probably worried about his attitude because that's now coming out a lot more as a reason. So I'm going to rebuttal that and say, well, I'm worried about Crochet's attitude because him saying, oh, well, I'm not, if I'm going to get traded, like, I want to go somewhere that'll sign me to an extension. I'm not going to pitch in the playoffs if I get traded unless and I'm like, what the hell kind of ground do you have that you think you can make demands right now? Like, this is the first year you've ever thrown 140 innings, which is what he finished with. So this is before he even threw 140 innings. The dude is great, but this is the most he's ever pitched. I'm like, you're not really anywhere that
like
you
can't
should be making demands.
You're not Chris Sale-esque.
Right. Yeah. So
I'm
just like, no.
My thing with the whole Crochet thing and his debacle last year with the trade deadline saying that he wasn't going to pitch unless he had an extension. I mean, I guess I could see it now on why he didn't want to do it or why he was hesitant. I mean, he's how old? He's 27, maybe? Or he might be older. I don't even know.
Let me see. He is 25.
Okay.
Last year he went 6-12. Granted, we know the team.
The White Sox.
358. But I mean, you can't deny, and I'm looking at it, which I can bring it up on the screen just to make life easy. You can't deny that he's good. I mean, in 46 innings, he had 209 strikeouts. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's I think they said that it was like 30%, right? Of his batters were strikeouts.
Right, but I mean, all right, so when you look down here, like, okay, last year, he pitched 12 innings. And then 2 years before that, he pitched 54. But you'll notice right here, he did not start any games in 2021. He was injured in 2022, so didn't pitch. And then he did not start last year. And then comes out this year and makes 32 starts. It's not a lot of track record that I'm like...
But he's 25.
He's 25, right. But so is Andrew Painter. So,
which is crazy.
So I'm assuming it's going to be Painter probably when he comes, because I haven't heard anything about him being involved in a trade.
No, they're not trading him. I mean, I would hope not after the stats that he put up in the fall league.
In the fall league, right. But they're going to – and I'm not putting this –
I don't know if you saw that, but
fall league MVP or pitcher of the year or something like that. So I feel like I'm not – they're going to baby Painter. And
that's why I think that they're going to put him in the bullpen.
I do too.
Like how the Rays did with David Price.
Yeah.
Which I'm fine with.
I'm fine with it too. And then you could stretch him out and get him to work if you want us to have him be a spot starter too. That's stretching him out over a season.
My whole thing is if you're going to do this trade for Crochet, I mean, you're going all in this year, like fully, because you're not trading Ranger this year, right? He's going to be going next year.
I mean, I hear that they are considering it.
I know he's on the trade block.
He's on the trade block, and also like Ruben Amaro said it, like, and I had to agree with him. He's like, you saw what he did the first half, and then you don't know what happened the second half. It's either when he got hit in the hands. It's
the same thing, like the last couple of years with him. Like he gets a freak injury, or he just gets hurt, and then he's just never the same until like the playoffs.
Right. But I mean, it's it's the same thing with Bohm. Technically, he had a great first half, and then the second half, he that if that's what they're worried about, it's like okay, so if you were going to sweeten a deal, but at the same time, it's like Ranger could, he's playing for a contract now. So what if he comes out, throws 180, 90 innings, sub 4 ERA? That gets you paid nowadays. Look at Taijuan Walker.
Yeah. Well, and that might be the last pitcher that gets paid with a sub 4 ERA. That much. If y'all could bring in one player in the league, who would y'all take?
Like for a trade or free agency, or just in order in general, just to get to the Phillies? Or on my team. Is that what you mean? I just want to make sure I understand your question, Derek. But yeah, I mean with the trades and all this, but I agree exactly with what you said. I think everything you're hearing about them is the fact that they're willing to shake things up. Excuse me, obviously with trading Bohm possibly or Ranger.
Half the roster.
I mean, yeah, and it's just. But again, this is what you've always known Dombrowski, and everywhere he goes that he does. He will make moves.
Here's my thing with Dombrowski. So, yeah, he definitely will make moves. He's not scared. My whole thing is it's just like, dude, like I looked at him when he was a GM for Boston and Detroit. Mm-hmm. That he never made like a roster shakeup. He always added more pieces like studs or trades. Like, I mean, he traded for David Price the 1 year.
Right.
So like I'm kind of nervous to see how he like maneuvers through this off season, especially if they're trying to shake it up.
I agree. And it's just like, is it more in free agency? Like, I don't see the Phillies going after Corbin Burns.
No, I will say this. Not non-Phillies related. I'm hearing, like, I've seen reports that Boston's going all in on everyone. And it's about time. And listen, it's about time for them to start doing that, because just like out of a Phillies fan standpoint, it's good for baseball for Boston to be good.
It is. It
Boston
makes
Yankees.
It makes that Yankees, Red Sox rivalry so much better. And I'll tell you what, the Red Sox weren't bad in the beginning of the year last year.
They held their own up until what, like towards August?
Yeah, I mean they were staying close, and then they just ended with injuries.
They're not a team that is a bottom feeder though. Like, no. I mean, I still
can't believe my daughter said she misses baseball. I told her. That's good parenting right there. So Derek said just whoever. Whoever would we bring in?
Who?
Don't say Mike Trout. Don't say Mike Trout.
No, I'm past that. Whoever. Oh, you go first.
I know it's not going to happen, and it's a stupid rumor. I really would consider bringing in like Willy Adames, but
it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. So if I were to choose anybody, long shot, I'd go after Corbin Burns. You go out there with opening day is Zach Wheeler, your second starter is Corbin Burns, your third starter is Aaron Nola, and then your fourth starter is I don't care anymore.
Whoa, wait, hold on. You still got all right. So what would your pitching rotation be?
It'd be Wheeler, Burns, Nola, and then I mean it's probably gonna end up being Ranger.
No, I'm going Sanchez.
Or Sanchez. Jesus, wow! I completely, dude.
That's why this is all right. Before I say my player, this is why I was saying this. And you got Painter coming up. There's too many pitchers.
Like, but we already just said, Painter ain't going to be a starter.
Yeah, no, I agree. The one player that I would, I already know. You already know.
Soda.
No, Luis Robert.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. All right, what if they do package something huge, 3-team deal where you get Garrett and Robert?
Okay.
You have any idea the haul that's going to take?
Well,
unless it is a giant 3-team deal where you're getting prospects from other teams too.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Seattle's willing to make a move. I mean, clearly it's been known for a couple months.
Yeah. Well, and the White Sox just put it out there that they do want to trade Robert.
Yeah, and I would 100% try and get both of them players together in the deal, as long as you don't give up Aiden Miller or, obviously Andrew Painter.
One of them's gone. You know it. One of them is gone.
No.
It's Painter or Miller is gone if you're going after both.
You throw in Ranger.
They want prospects. They said want prospects.
Justin Crawford, Mick Abel.
Mick Abel.
Because I think he's going to get traded regardless. Mick Abel.
So do I. But at that point, it's just like, do you include Bohm?
Yeah.
And then you call Aiden Miller up and then be like, figure it out.
Why not?
I mean, depending how he does.
I mean, you have a good enough team at that point where you could let him figure it out.
True. But at the same, so here's Ryan and I talked about this the other day, is the fact that the Phillies have a huge knack for for leaving players down way too long.
Yeah. Jimmy or Chase Utley,
Howard.
Granted,
you signed Tomey and had to trade him, but you knew Howard was coming up.
I don't blame that on the Phillies because they were getting a new stadium too. So they wanted a surefire free agent that was going to bring sell tickets.
Oh, and he did.
Yeah, he did. And
but I guess
Howard just took over.
Yeah, but I feel like my thing is Aiden Miller hasn't played anywhere higher than AA, and I don't think they're going to do that.
Well, I mean,
Unless you sign
Not
Bregman,
Bregman.
well then you're trading Miller.
You
I don't want
You
Bregman.
don't really. Why? Why do you have to?
I don't want Bregman for the price tag and the years that he's. If he really, if this,
I'd give him a 4-year. Hold on, I'll give him a 4-year deal, right? 3-year option, player option.
See,
or
I'm
actually
fine with
club
that.
option,
Yeah.
whatever. Because
I'm
Aiden
fine with
Miller's
that.
going to be up in 3 years anyway. You're
Right.
trying to win right now.
Yeah.
But I do agree with you that I think they should go after Adames.
So apparently the rumor with Bregman is the Astros want to bring him back on 6 years around between 150 and 160. He wants 200 million, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, he wanted like something crazy, like astronomical. I think it was 10 years, 250.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
And
sorry.
I'm just like I like him, but for what he
and
wants,
he's 32.
right? And I'm not doing that.
That's also the one reason why I don't want the Phillies to get him, because they're going to do the same thing that Dombrowski's going to do the same thing that Ruben Amaro did. He's going to try and retool the team around players that are the same age.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
Right, and I feel like my thing is where I'd really like. Trust me when I say I am not comparing these two players. Is that it could work to where if you try Adames at third, kind of like when A-Rod signed with the Yankees.
Don't compare
again. I'm not. I'm just saying like it happens to
No,
where
it does.
players still can perform. But I mean, like he's.
So you would sign.
Do you think? But here's the thing: do you think Adames would be worse at third than Bohm?
I don't think Bohm's a bad third baseman.
Me neither.
Defensively wise. Like I don't know why. Where is all the talk coming from that he's bad? I mean, the last 2 years
we've heard it for years. If anything, he's gotten better every year.
Yeah, he's improved significantly.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to move with. Well, then you're going to have the whole Trey Turner talk.
But right. But I'm saying, Adames has come out and said for the right contract and the right team, he will consider moving to third. He's a good shortstop, but
he's a better defensive shortstop than Trey Turner.
That is not hard to do right now with Trey Turner's history. Hey,
what's up, Amy?
No, that's not hard to do.
That's why I think you should just get a traditional third baseman, because then you're going to have a lot of chatter, and it's going to ruin the chemistry. And the fans will be like, "Oh, we got a shortstop. Where are we moving Turner?"
Right.
No, Turner's staying at short. Yeah, it's like the Eagles' backup quarterback when they had Nick Foles.
Yes, I know, or the backup catcher.
Yeah, that's the other
Garrett
thing.
Stubbs. Let's freak out about Garrett Stubbs again.
Do you? So I saw that he signed a split deal.
Yes, which is absolutely fine with me.
I'm perfectly fine with it too. Do you think? So I see a lot of people saying that that Marshawn's going to take the backup position.
Probably.
I don't necessarily agree with that because I know he gets hurt a lot.
Less chance to get hurt when you're not playing as much. But he will be playing more than he's going to
be playing in the minors more than Garrett Stubbs is.
I think personally that if Marshawn is the backup catcher, you are going to see him play a lot more than we think.
Well, I mean,
I don't see JT even doing 130.
I saw a trade thing where they were trading JT, and I'm like, wait a minute, what is going on here?
I was like, where did that come from?
There's no way. We're eating way too much money if we even trade Castellanos.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to be honest,
eating money for Castellanos. You're eating money if you trade Walker.
Taiwan Walker.
That's
a lot of money to eat up.
But here's the selling point in the Taiwan Walker thing. If you trade him and
this guy gets part of the talking about him.
I know. Is that his current contract is cheaper than the qualifying offer. So
is it really?
It is. The qualifying offer, I think, is 21.6, and he signed at 18 a year. So if that is where you could actually word it to a team, they'd be like, look, like it's
the Angels
free agency. Huh?
The Angels seem to be spending money.
Why not? Yeah, them signing Kikuchi, I was just like...
Dude, they signed like 6 players. Travis
I know.
Darno.
Well, Travis Darno, that works out for him. He's from there. So
the Japanese pitcher, like you said.
Kikuchi,
But they signed
Kevin
him
Newman.
to like a lot of money. And I'm like, all right.
Good for the Angels to just keep going out and
just going crazy.
Spending on aging players and just like...
They'll be on the waiver wire, all of them, by July.
Yeah. They'll start off like the Pirates and they'll blow everyone's mind. And then they'll be like, then they finish 20 games under 500. Be like, oh, look, it's the Angels. Real quick, and I'll finish with this topic, is for Adames. He hit 251 last year, 32 RBIs, 32 home runs, 112 RBIs, 21 stolen bases. The issue is 173 strikeouts. He fits in great on this team with that strikeout number.
That's
what's up, Dustin? How you doing, man?
What's up, Dustin?
173 strikeouts.
Oh man. How many does Bregman? How many did Bregman have?
Bregman, I think, doesn't strike out a lot, but I think Bregman was hurt for a little bit.
I thought he was hurt like half the year, right?
Well, I know. The outfielder I would gladly take.
Don't say it.
Kyle Tucker.
Oh my God, he said it.
You wouldn't take Kyle Tucker. I will come to National Park and punch you in the face. You've got to be kidding me.
I can't stand him.
You know what? You would really. We all couldn't stand Bryce Harper before he was a Philly.
No, I just. Yeah, but like he's not even. He's 27, right?
Tucker, yeah.
Yeah,
So Bregman, here I'll share it. I always remember that I can share a screen like an idiot. So Bregman had. How about we just make it big so everyone can read it? Bregman was, he played in 145 games. Yeah,
so like I like that he played in a lot of games. My only thing is the age.
86 strikeouts, buddy. It's almost 100 less than Adames.
But it's the age though that you got to look at right now.
Yeah, I know. He'll be 31 by the time the season starts. I thought he was 32. I don't know why.
I thought he was going to be 33. Yeah. Are you sure?
Well, I mean, I'm just reading.
Oh, he's only 30. All right. Well, wait, hold up. Adames is only 29.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm taking Bregman all day.
Okay.
I thought Bregman was like 32.
Oh, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Sorry.
I'm back. No, I thought Bregman was 32. I just don't want them to. I don't want them to do what they did when Amara was the GM. When if this makes any sense, and you probably can attest to this, when they went out and signed Michael Young.
Yeah.
And
it's the same as Arenado that we were just saying. Like, yeah, I like Michael.
Well, that
Young
would just be if they went out and did that trade, I'd be like, this is terrible.
Yeah. There, Donald doesn't want to trade JT.
I don't think anybody wants him.
Show's going exactly as it usually does, Dustin. Thank you. I've threatened to punch Scott once already. He said, "Don't say it." Chopping it up, and yes, I will punch Scott. You have no idea. What did I say, Donna, that you don't like? I'm sorry.
Talk about JT getting traded.
No, you know what?
No, I like I said, I just don't want them to do what they did back in 2013.
Yeah, I know, or like Whit Merrifield.
Oh,
but the Phillies were doing that so much. Remember when they signed Chad Billingsley, and Aaron Harang, and
they also signed Carlos
Zambrano, Josh Burnett, and I'm just like,
AJ Burnett. You talking about AJ?
Yeah, AJ Burnett. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm just like, dude. Like, I remember all you players from playing Immaculate Grid. Thank you, but like, no. Like,
can you please get off my team?
Yes. That just was such a decrepit few years. It was so aggravating. So I know I changed the topic real quick, but to get back to this, I'm really sorry. When you were talking about the Red Sox, did you hear their latest rumor for them going after Garrett?
I so what I heard was that they're looking to sign Corbin Burns.
Yes.
They already put out offer for Soto.
Mm-hmm.
And they were looking to get another stud pitcher.
Yeah. So their latest rumor is that they would trade Tristan Cassis, I think is how you say it, which he's good. He's a first baseman. He's good.
I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
Braden Montgomery, Yolene Cespedes, and David Sandlin.
I'm sorry. Wait, go back. Who?
The other Cespedes.
Jonas?
Yolene Cespedes.
Oh, his brother?
I believe so, yes.
Oh, wow.
Is
he like a top prospect?
Yes.
Wow.
He is 18 years old. And they say he is one of the more advanced hitters. He's 18 and he's good, dude. He's only an A. Or he's 19 now, I'm sorry. But he's a shortstop.
Okay.
But he's good.
Wow.
He's going to be good.
I mean, I really think if Boston actually puts their big boy pants on, I think they could outbid every other team. For all, I'm being serious. Like for any of these guys.
Yeah.
David
Sandlin's
would outbid the Yankees.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. David Sandlin's a 23-year-old relief pitcher, but Cassis he's a good first baseman, man.
Interesting.
And I missed one thing that Donna asked earlier, and I know it. Oh, there it is. How do you feel about the Juan Soto talks?
I don't think there is.
The Phillies aren't getting him.
No.
I don't even know if them meeting with him was actually real.
I think that was just Boris trying to drum up some interest.
Yes.
Do you think he stays with the Yankees?
I think he stays in New York.
Oh.
I think it's one of them. Unfortunately, I think it's one of them. I think. And I'm not trying to compare them. I would love for him to surprise everybody.
Go to the White Sox?
Do what Harper did. It won't happen, but take a cheaper deal to go somewhere that he wants to win at.
I really hope. I mean, it could happen with the Dodgers. They could just do what they did with Ohtani and just defer everything.
Well, that's my thing. If that's the case, why wouldn't the Phillies do? Be like, I'll give you $650 million.
I don't understand
over 14 years after this.
If the Dodgers go out and get Soto, right, and they do the whole deferred money thing, John Middleton needs to sell the team.
Why? Oh,
because they could have just did the same thing.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
They could have easily just did the same thing. They could have deferred all the money.
I feel like any team could do it now. And I don't know. I feel like that really pissed a lot of people off. A lot of fans.
The Ohtani deal?
I think that pissed off a lot of fans.
Did. And I will say this, I think a lot of fans got into the ears of a lot of organizations of their fandom teams, and I think teams are starting to look at it differently now, to where, like, especially some of these big market teams where you could just defer the money.
Well, I think they're gonna have to change it.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, they're gonna definitely have to change the rule because I have a wild card that could potentially get him. That I think the Braves.
I was gonna say the same thing, but for him being a right fielder,
dude.
Here's my thing is with Acuna's knee. I don't know.
He can play center.
He can, yeah, but I think they're going to want to stop him from running as much as possible soon.
It just wouldn't shock me if he went there.
Yeah,
that would definitely kill. That would kill us.
Well, and the Braves are kings of signing players to cheap deals for long terms.
I know.
And
that's what scares me.
Yeah. Trades like that make you want to slap someone. Derek said, "Come to the Rangers."
Oh yeah, actually, I do like that. Come to the.
You know
Rangers.
what, Chris Young? Hey, you spent money on Jacob deGrom, and he pitched like 6 minutes.
They won a World Series.
They did win a World Series without Jacob deGrom. The Rangers. I swear to God, dude. You know what? That's fine. Then I won't have to see it.
We won't see it.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what?
I'm all right with that.
Go to the A's.
Go to the Rangers. Play at Yankees minor league stadium and hit bombs.
Play at George Steinbrenner minor league stadium. Every time I hear Ohtani, I want to scream. I know. I really do think that pissed a lot of people off because here's the thing. Everyone knew he was going to the Dodgers. Like you knew. Yeah. And I think that didn't anger anybody. But I remember that when I
threw them over the edge was when Yamamoto signed.
Well, yeah, and it was just like you basically just screwed the system. Like, and that was like that really.
It really
and then the scandal following.
It really, like, if you really think about it, it really put a damper on the free agency last year because it's just like the Dodgers literally just got everybody, and then
traded for Tyler Glasnow.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, like, are you kidding me? Like think about how.
Could you imagine if Juan Soto went to the White Sox?
Juan Soto announced he's like, "Hey guys, I just want to say I made my team." Like where I'm playing, and it's going to be the Chicago White Sox.
The city of Chicago would implode. The South
He's
Side
more than
would
a
implode.
Stadium. He's worth it. Like, I just think like the Dodgers, like you said, they ruined everything last year, and with the whole deferred money thing, like you said, they had to put a stop to that. And I don't know how you do that.
I mean, you know that like they would have to be an agreement by the players union, and you know that the players union ain't going to do it.
You'd have to go on strike.
Yes. It's coming. Another one's coming. You know it is, and it's a shame because it's just what. And it's crazy because
I'm pretty sure didn't we have one with Bryce Harper?
No, we had COVID. That was it.
No, I thought we had a strike too.
I don't think so. Because the last strike was 95.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, were you even born yet?
Yeah, I was born in 93, dude.
Oh, so you were 2. That's good.
Yeah. I was born a couple months before Joe Carter hit the home run in the World Series.
Oh, so it's your fault.
Yeah, it was so my parents got me this it was like what happened in this year, like a picture frame, whatever. It tells like all the history, and the last one is Joe Carter hits a game-winning home run against the Philadelphia Phillies. I got old enough where I was like, I don't want to see this anymore. I was like, can you guys please throw this away?
It literally, I'm going to get you one that just says in 1993,
Joe Carter.
Scott was born, and then the Phillies blew the World Series. Mitch Williams threw a fastball right down the middle.
Yeah.
It actually was kind of low and inside, but still.
No, it was in his wheelhouse.
And the A's don't even have a stadium. I know.
Like, yeah, we don't even know where they're playing yet, do we?
No. I don't. The A's are going to go play at the original Tampa Bay Rays stadium that's now like falling apart.
They're moving to Vegas, right?
Yeah, but they still don't have a stadium.
They should just play at the Raiders Stadium in Vegas.
That'd actually be a pretty cool idea,
right? They already played. I mean,
they played in the same stadium already before.
Exactly. Yeah. So why not?
I don't. Yeah, it's very interesting that like they, you know, I'm not to be a dick. It's just like, all right, you got 4 months until the stadium starts or the season starts. Excuse me. So it's like, I don't understand where they're going to be playing.
Yeah, I don't know either.
You don't know either.
I hope they make the playoffs because it'll be even more funnier.
Dude, could you imagine?
I can't. I actually hope Tampa makes the playoffs as well. Actually, this would be the year Tampa makes the playoffs. They make it every other year.
Oh, so they're due.
Yeah, so they're gonna play a playoff game at Steinbrenner Field in the minors.
Dude, I think they said that they were gonna possibly play at.
Athletics
lease for the Oakland. They will play at Sutter Health Park in West Sacramento, California.
Oh man. I don't even know where that's at.
Sutter Health Park?
It's a minor league stadium. I know that. It has to be.
It's actually, it is the home of the Sacramento River Cats.
Jesus.
You know, that's actually a nice stadium.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I think though, if they're going to move to Vegas, though, why can't they play at the Raider Stadium?
Maybe they. I mean, I know.
Oh,
That's
okay.
That's a nice minor league stadium.
That'd be nice for a playoff game.
Yeah, they'll probably still draw let me see, one fan right around here, another one around here.
Actually, that's pretty. Here. That'd be pretty daunting if you're playing a playoff game there and you're away because all the fans are behind home plate.
For that being California, there's not a lot around the stadium.
Yeah, this is in Sacramento.
And look, there's the 25 car parking lot right here, over on the right hand side.
No, that's the players only parking.
Yeah. Everyone else has to take a bus.
Yeah. Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So hold 17 people, so there'll be still 9 people short. That's good. Oh man. So real quick to get back to the oh my god, CBS. You want me to sign up for an account just to read a rumor? I also love my favorite thing with the Juan Soto rumors. I don't know if you saw it. It was like the New York something released. I have to find it because it actually made me hysterically laugh.
Wait, was this because Soto posted something on his Instagram? I don't know if you saw that today. He's like a big announcement coming soon, and it was like a commercial of him going, talking to the press. Said he was joining some. It wasn't like a team. It was like some dumb stuff.
No, this was the New York Porch Sports. Juan Soto will make a decision at some point. Sources tell New York Sports. I'm like, thank you. That is elaborate reporting right there.
Listen, if he stays in the American League, that's great. As long as he doesn't go to the Yankees, back to the Yankees. I think that'd be hilarious.
I know I'm asking a lot. I really would like for it to be. I'm not even saying a giant surprise team. Just go to somewhere different. I guess it's and I know the Phillies are becoming one of those teams where it's just oh my god, he's gonna go to the Yankees, he's gonna go to the Dodgers, and I'm like, yeah, the Phillies are getting everybody too, kind of.
I don't see it happening. I mean, granted, crazier things have happened. I mean, with Cliff Lee on Christmas.
I mean, Cliff Lee.
Cliffmas.
Yeah, and then getting Roy Oswalt later.
Yeah, there is a lot of roller coaster of emotions those last 2 years. I mean, we traded Cliff for Roy, and then we got him back.
Got him back 2 years later.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting.
Especially, I know, the rumors for Soto are pretty much the Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, Dodgers, and the Blue Jays, which are surprising because I'm like,
the
Blue Jays ain't happening.
No, and I don't even know why they threw them in there. I guess because the Yankees and Red Sox, they were like, oh, let's drive up the price.
I mean, they're saying that they met with them, though, that the Blue Jays did. I mean, supposedly the contract Soto is actually seeking is 15 years over 700.
Apparently the Mets
that that was Ohtani, so it's looking to beat that.
Well, apparently the Mets offered 650 already.
Yeah. But I guess Soto isn't interested in deferred money, so that really puts a damper in it.
Dodgers are out.
I just feel as of 10:30 this morning, the Red Sox increased their original offer in years and value. Here's my thing, is if you were to go after Soto, I would be perfectly fine with the current status of the Phillies. You want to offer him a few opt-outs, offer him opt-outs.
You talking about Soto?
Yeah. It can save you, and then if the team is starting to go down a little bit, I mean, Harper's getting older, Turner is getting older, our pitching staff is going to start getting older. You're you want to give him a chance. Be like,
so if
our window is absolutely now, like we've been saying for 2-3 years.
I think it's 3 years. Like after this past year, that's all you got. You got 3 more years. That's it.
Well, I will say this about the offseason so far, specifically for the Phillies, this just seems with all the rumors coming out about the Phillies, and okay, we knew Castellanos has been on the trade block since we got him almost.
Yeah, which is wild.
Yeah, but I mean, for Ranger Suarez, Alec Boehm, Crawford, all that, it's just like all these names coming up are just like, you know, it seems like something different. We're like, all right, like we know that this window is closing and we're not wasting any time.
Which is good to hear from the Phillies front office, because we didn't really get that with Ruben Amaro. Remember, he just tried to like retool and like just get older players just with bigger, like with the big name. Yeah. I just think I'm just worried that with all these players that they're so-called putting on the trade block, like I'm wondering if they're like panicking because they know they're stuck.
Right. And I mean,
and it's like, all right, we're going to throw a Ranger in there. So let's see what we can get for him. Let's throw Nick Castellanos in there, Brandon Marsh, like everybody. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, especially with the fact that, like, the Braves are going to be back next year. Not right off the bat. I mean, because Strider and Acuna aren't coming back immediately. But I mean, the Mets were us 2 years ago.
And not even that, the Nationals are creeping up.
Yeah, the Nationals
they're not a bad team, and they're not a team that you want to take lightly.
But it's also the fact that you have 3 wild card teams, so your playoff is that much, and it's not like it's 2 teams each. It's just in the West you have the Dodgers, the Padres, and I like who were fighting for spots.
Oh yeah,
like the Giants. I think are going to Arizona. I mean, okay, there's 3 teams in that division right there.
And who knows what the Reds do?
I mean, the Reds already made they fired David Bell.
Yeah, they
did. And
who's
they just traded for Shelby or Brady Singer.
Yeah. It's going to be very interesting, Josh.
These boys are making me want to dive into some baseball. I tell you what, it's exhausting when it's 162 games a year compared to like you guys for 17 weekends. It's a journey.
I like it. I love it. I love it though.
I love it. Yeah.
But like I said, I just like I get worried with Dave on how he operates sometimes. Like I mean, granted, we haven't really seen that big trade yet.
I think the big trade is coming. I think it's.
You think that the big trade is going to be Boehm for Crochet, maybe Luis Robert.
Yeah,
because at that point, if the White Sox want to get rid of both of them, why not just add him in there? You need an outfielder anyway.
I think that's the biggest thing is like if you're gonna do this, to tie into what you're saying is like I don't want them to force a move, like a panic.
No.
I think that's the thing is just like don't throw in extra prospects when you don't have to.
I don't think this would be a panic move. I just think me personally, I think it'd be a great move because you're getting a center fielder, you're getting another ace starting pitcher, and then you could. I mean, granted, on who you trade, like Boehm and Justin Crawford, and let's just say you throw Mick Abel in there, because I think they're that like we talked about earlier, they're going to trade him.
Yeah.
I think that's a good trade. I just like I said, I just don't want them to do I don't want them to be like, oh, Arenado's available.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't want to force anything. So I think,
dude, if they get Crochet and Luis Robert, you're looking at a pretty good, probably the best rotation in baseball.
Well, you're going to need a third baseman at that point. So
unless
you go after a lesser free agent, or they blow everybody out of the water and be like, yeah, we got Bregman too.
Yeah, they're like, yeah. By the way, we're going to sign Bregman and we're going to defer the money 30 years.
Yeah. Off topic, who you got tonight? Number 1 Kansas or number 1 Duke? You know what? Here's what's funny. I was looking at it earlier.
Wait, is this? Wait, hold up.
Kansas is an underdog today too.
Wait, before you even say anything, this is for college, right? Basketball.
Basketball, yeah.
Dude, I watched last night, the Maui Invitational. Connecticut, UConn was ranked 2. They lost to Memphis last night, who was unranked, and they lost again today in the Maui Invitational. And I was like, dude, Memphis won again. Dude, you know who Memphis' head coach is? Penny Hardaway.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like,
throwback.
Whoa.
Talk about a throwback.
They're 5-0. He got the boys playing. No, I'm excited. It'll be good. Why? Who do you got?
I mean, the fact
I hate Duke.
It's the fact that Kansas is number 1 and an underdog, but I think it was still 3. I don't know. I think Kansas will cover, but I do think Duke wins. I think it'll be a very close game. I still think Duke wins.
Can't stand them. I also hate Kansas. It's where Joel Embiid went to school.
Yeah.
We're not talking. We're not talking about that tonight.
No. Let me see.
I think that's all I had. Off topic, McDonald's.
Off topic has Penn State on our large cups. Interesting. That's interesting. As a UNC fan, Duke will win. And yeah, college basketball's like, dude. I know, Derek. I know we talked the other day when I was just like, you guys can't bet because you're in Texas. I literally just stopped because I'm just like, dude, I had like a minus 800 favorite and they lost. I'm like, I'm done. I'm so done. Bet $100 to win 50 cents, and I just got a middle finger from FanDuel.
Dude, I'm telling you, I watched the Maui Invitational last night, right? By the way, the gym in Hawaii, they're playing in like a high school gym. So like the national ranked teams are not used to like that close of fans.
Crap stadiums?
Yeah. It looks like like you ever see LaSalle play? Like it looks like a high school gym. That's what it looks like. Like literally. It's just bleachers.
What's going on, Cecil?
What's up, Cecil?
Yo, real quick. Also, and I've said this to you before, what is actually going on with these stupidly colored Sixers floors or NBA floors in general? That bright blue thing. I'm like,
no,
stop.
We're not talking. No, I don't even know who that team is.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
talk about the other.
I'll talk about Jared McCain. I like him.
How about the Brooklyn Nets who added? It looked like somebody just put ash all over the floor. Like, what are you doing with an all gray floor? Just make it orange so nobody can see the basketball. That's fine.
Wait. Before we end this, can we? I don't know if you. I don't even know if you're able to show the highlight
of what?
Of Ben Simmons blowing layup in Philly, and they're like, "Oh, he got blocked," and then they do replay, and they're like, "Oh no, he didn't get blocked."
There's not a player within 6 miles of him. No, Ben Simmons saw his over-under and was just like, hold my beer.
He got PTSD from when he passed to Matisse.
Yeah. Dude, that was the worst thing I've seen. That is god-awful. Like,
I was watching that, and I was like, did he just miss that?
Like,
I was happy that
how that's possible.
I was happy he took it. He attempted it.
Let me...
Can we... Are we able to do that?
We'll find out. Here, present, share, dude. I mean, let me.
This is just terrible.
Can you see it up there?
Yeah.
All right. Like I know there's no sound, and I don't even want to hear it.
Court's horrific. Boom. The layup is terrible.
Like, come on, Ben.
Guys, he didn't get blocked. By the way, he just missed it.
Yeah, the Sixers were actually just like, we actually know. We've seen him play.
We don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, just let him go. He's fine. We'll get the ball back. Don't worry. Dude, terrible.
Oh, man.
What time of the show? Cecil, we are, so normally we used to do our show at 7:30, but then my children, like to be difficult. So we kind of moved ours to 8 Eastern time, so 7 p.m. Central on Tuesdays. If anything changes, we'll put posts up or whatever like that. But we're probably gonna try and stick to this. Maybe around baseball season, we might have to tweak it a little bit.
Might have to, tweak it like till like 7:30.
Yeah, I'll give my kids Motrin to put them to bed earlier.
It's called Benadryl. Benadryl.
Whiskey. We're going old school parenting.
We could do that. Don't do that.
You're cheating at 6:30.
You're shaking at 6:30.
Mrs. Pizzo and your dad can do no wrong. I used to defend Ben Simmons for a while after the meltdown years ago against Atlanta. I just can't anymore, dude. I'll tell you what. And Scott's a bigger Sixers fan than me. It's getting that way with Joel Embiid right now, and you can't deny it, dude. I know you don't want to talk about it. Just admit it.
No, listen.
Just admit it.
No, I am gonna admit it but we can't trade him this year. Like you physically can't. You're not allowed.
They'll find a way.
Don't even get me started because I'll run this podcast for another hour on the Sixers.
Have fun, man. I'll clock out right now.
We're not doing that.
There was a mix up there. It's on the page. So you can watch it. Did I do something wrong? This is our first show, so I'm trying to. If I did, I'll fix it.
We got a blooper.
Yeah, it's called Sean. Ben Simmons has the world record for workman's comp.
Actually, that might be me.
That might be Scott. I was gonna say, dude, that's Scott. So in 1993, when Scott was born, they actually started filling out the paper for workman's comp.
Yeah, that's tripping me out. That dude's name is P. Scott. My name's Scott P.
Best friends, man.
Oh,
did you just become best friends? All right. Well, Derek, Donna, Cecil.
Actually, Derek, thank you for letting us use your platform, the network. I'm glad for us to join it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Dustin.
Jacoby Ellsbury.
Oh, that's a name I haven't heard of. What?
Yo,
I got
right as soon as he became a Yankee.
I got an
became a Yankee.
I got an idea for the next episode. We're gonna have a
new existence, man. Let's go.
We're gonna have a topic on. We're just gonna name random baseball players,
like just for the hell of it.
Johnny Damon, Jacoby Ellsbury.
Those aren't random baseball players,
dude. Jacoby Ellsbury, after he went to the Yankees, sucked.
Well, yeah,
fell off the face of the earth.
Jeremy Giambi,
Jared Weaver.
That's not a random baseball player again.
Jared Weaver?
Everyone knows Jared Weaver.
All right, what about Bronson Arroyo?
Him too, dude. All right, see, I'm gonna come punch you again. You're pissing me off. Doc Ellis. See, there we go.
I like that.
Dominic Brown. Doo-doo Brown.
Cody Ashe.
Sammy Watkins is there to the group chat.
Whoa!
Very nice. I like it. All right.
I like that.
We're gonna end it on that note because we could keep doing this all day.
Yeah.
So Cecil, Derek, everybody, Mom, Mrs. Pizzo, everyone, thank you very much. Amy, I saw you too. I'm sorry. Dustin, thank you all for hanging out tonight. It is greatly appreciated. Yeah, thank you all for listening. And I had a great first episode. I don't know about you.
This was great. This was awesome.
Yeah, I had a good time. So thank you everyone for hanging out, and we will see you next week.
Go Birds!
Whatever.